Hey guys, so today I'm going to be decluttering, I believe, around 20 fragrances. These are not all full-size bottles, but I'm really just trying to clean up my collection and bring down the total number of fragrances that I own, regardless of the size. I usually even get rid of my samples and things like that. I try to give them away. So most of these fragrances will be available on Mercari to purchase. Some of these are just going to be bundled together at really cheap prices because a lot of these aren't very expensive. This is really me just cleaning up my collection. And it's definitely getting harder and harder. It's not like I dislike all of these. It's more that I need to be realistic about my collection and not keep a bunch of things that I most likely won't get to in time. And I definitely don't want to take away from perfumes that I love. I don't want to force myself to wear things, and I don't want to wear anything that takes away from the perfumes that make me feel my best. Don't look at this. It's from all of this moving around in perfume bottles and all that. I've scratched it or whatever. So anyways, I know the lighting isn't great. I'll try to make the best of it. All right, whatever. We don't need disclaimers. We're all grown-ups here for the most part. Okay, so first of all, this isn't really like a big perfume or anything. This is a deluxe sample of Not a Perfume by Julia Has a Gun. Oh my gosh, you can really see my arm hairs. So try not to look. This is a little deluxe size sample. I believe I got this from Sephora, but this will just be a freebie for anybody who orders any perfume. Just let me know if you want this one. Next, I will be getting rid of my travel size of Mon Paris by YSL. This is a cute little bottle, and I love the little bow detail. Oh no. Okay, I really need to be more careful. This is not my usual setup, so this is kind of difficult. So, as you know, I absolutely adore berries. I love berry perfumes. I love patchouli perfumes, and this is a berry patchouli perfume. So the reason why I'm getting rid of it is because there's also a lot of musk. I'm not sure if it's white musk or regular musk, but the musk just comes through very, very strongly, and I never really knew what it was, but I never fell in love with it. It's like I love most of it, and then I enjoy most of it, and then something just stops it from being a love. I'm also pretty sure that muskiness in there gives me a headache. The couple times that I've tried it, I got a headache, and I thought it was just a coincidence, but I've now realized that white musk almost always gives me a headache. I'm not willing to put up with a headache for a perfume or anything like that, so this one's just gonna have to go. It had so much potential though. I wish I would like this, but I don't. This one, hard to let this one go. This is Vanille de Mexico. It is a very intense spiced vanilla that I absolutely love, but there is so much ISO super in this. It's like, it almost smells like nuclear. It is so powerful, and for my nose, it's just too much. I can't handle something when it has this much ISO super. I wish I could. I wish I was anosmic to it, but unfortunately I'm not at all. I pick it up extra. My nose tends to amplify it. ISO super smells like some weird industrial woody chemical vibe. It doesn't smell bad. It can just get a little too strong for me sometimes, where it almost burns my nose. I think this is such a fun and interesting perfume though, the whole spiced vanilla. It literally smells like a bunch of spices and vanilla. So although I like it, I don't love it. I know that I probably won't reach for it. It's something that I'll be struggling with. I find it a bit too challenging, so there's no sense in trying that hard for a perfume. So this one's going. Next is Dapper. They're Dapper's version of Louis Vuitton Attrape Rev. This is a 15 ml, and these are very like concentrated. They're very strong. Something in here smells a little bit sharp. I actually love this smell, and if I had $300 or $300 and something to spare, I would buy the real deal. I don't think I'm gonna do that anytime soon. It literally almost smells like a slightly chocolatey rose floral peony kind of vibe. It's really, really pretty. I think it's a very beautiful fragrance. I'm not sure how I feel about this brand. I think there's been some sketchy stuff about it. I don't really want to support any problematic brand, and also it's not like they're super high quality or anything. It doesn't smell high quality, the perfume that it's imitating is very high quality and I can smell that in there, but it also has a DNA that just smells a little bit cheaper. But I think that's just me. You know my nose. My nose overdoes it. It's also cloudy, which that's interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I don't need this, and I actually think that I do want a trap rev one day. Right now I do have something that I think smells a little bit similar. Another one I'm getting rid of by them is their formulation of Minuit Demi by, what's that one super fancy people? Fragrance Du Bois. Yeah. I bought these because I was just so curious on how these perfumes smelled, like the real ones. Obviously, I'm not gonna blind buy any of these super crazy expensive ones. And I also want Minuit Demi because of smelling this. It smells so beautiful. It's like caramely and smoky, vanilla, slightly woody, almost unisex, but I think more feminine. It's sweet. It's so delicious. This is a fragrance. This would be like my dream fragrance, but I don't think I'm going to be investing in anything like that anytime soon. It's not something that I would wear on a daily basis anyway. It's more like some fancy nights in the fall and winter time I would wear, but the price is a little bit too steep for me. So this one's gonna go as well, but now I know what it smells like. I'm a little bit more familiar, and I would maybe in the future consider getting the perfume because I think this is beautiful. Well, now that we're in clone houses, might as well do this dossier version of Byredo's Belle de Freak. I think this is the last dossier that I kept from all of the ones that I've smelled. And I actually really like this. This is one of the woodiest perfumes that I have, and I enjoy it and I like it. And I know that if I kept it, I would wear it once or twice a year maybe. I would maybe get some use out of it, but it's not something, it's not an easy reach, and it's not something that I'm gonna gravitate towards, or something that I'm gonna be, you know, looking for, like, oh, I really want to smell this. I won't ever crave this. I'm not looking for this fragrance. It's more like, since it's there, I might try to wear it sometimes because it's nice, but it's not amazing. I think it's because I'm not a huge fan of violet and ambery and woody perfumes. So, like I said, this is very nice. It's actually lovely. It feels like the perfect in-between fragrance of a few things. It feels like it's non-offensive, it's easygoing, it's just not captivating enough for me. And also, it smells a little bit watered down, I believe. So I don't know what the original one smells like. I got this maybe a couple years ago whenever everybody was raving about Belle de Freak, so I was really happy that Dossier came out with their version of it. So I was just very curious about all these perfumes that were being hyped up a while ago. But this is not something I'm gonna reach for, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. Next, I'll just bring these out together. This is Good Kind Pure Wild Peony and Vanilla Ginger. I actually love both of these. I love this smell, but ever since I started to pick up on that cheaper synthetic kind of vibe in some perfumes that I used to smell different, I used to not pick up that synthetic cheapness in a lot of perfumes, and now I pick it up in anything that it has it in. I think it's some generic fruitiness, maybe some ingredient that they use in more affordable perfumes, celebrity perfumes, and Victoria's Secret uses it as well. It's a lower quality ingredient, and for some reason, for my nose, it really stands out, and it's this syntheticness. It's hard to explain. I really can't describe it, but I know that I pick it up in a lot of fruitier, cheaper perfumes. So I picked it up in these, but when I didn't pick it up, this smells like a beautiful tart peony rose kind of perfume. It smells really high-end and very, very luxurious. It smells like something that would be a designer perfume that you could find at Macy's. And then this one is actually very interesting. This is a vanilla perfume, but kind of spiced vanilla in a way. It kind of gives me vibes of something like Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods. Kind of has that vibe with just a touch of something like Casablanca, which those two even smell a little bit similar, but it's just this spicy, effervescent vanilla. And I think this is a really good one. It's super cheap. Maybe I'll list these for like super cheap together like this. So both of these are going. This one I'm so sad to let go. Like this is getting hard, guys. I don't want to let this go because I love the way this smells. But it's not intriguing enough that I'm thinking about it or wanting to wear it. And this is a Women's Secret, My Secret, or something like that. Is it? Yeah. Oh My Secret by Women's Secret. This was like $10, and this is a beautiful, like 99% dupe to YSL Manifesto. And it's such a good dupe. It's so good. I have a decant of Manifesto, and honestly, I don't reach for that very often. So because I already have a decant of Manifesto and I want to get through that first, I don't see myself reaching for this for maybe a few months, maybe a couple years. So it makes no sense for me to keep it, right? Although I really love it, I might wear this 3-4 times in this next year. It's not something that I'm thinking about or reaching for or excited to wear, but it's lovely and it's nice. So I might just give this away, see if somebody else can enjoy it and give it the love that it deserves, because it is a beautiful, this feels like such a beautiful, soft, feminine woman, everyday kind of perfume. It's just, I can't give it the love that it deserves, so it needs to go. This smells like a really, really good quality perfume. It smells like something you would be able to find from any designer. It's not lacking anything because it's a $12 perfume, which you wouldn't think, but seriously, it's just as good as a designer perfume. How can I hold this? Okay, I'll hold it like this. Otherwise it's like a mirror. All right, so this is Signorina by Salvatore Ferragamo, some type of limited edition one. It's nice, kind of gives me like 90s vibes. It's a little bit powdery, a bit fruity. It's really interesting, but it's not special enough. And also I get something just a little bit sharp in there. It's not special, and it doesn't smell super, super high end. There's some florals, a hint of greenness, like there's something very green in here, and I really, really enjoy the green with a touch of powderiness. But like I said, there's also something a bit too sharp in there for me. So this one's going. This one's actually very similar. This is Signorina, another EDP, but this is the original, and the other one was a limited edition one. They do smell very similar, very, very similar, but this one's also a little bit sharp. Not as sharp as the other one. It's kind of soft. It's pretty nice. It's nothing special, and it smells all right. It smells nice. Not special, not super captivating, so it just needs to go because I don't think I'm going to reach for it. And I'm doing it again with two of the same-ish brands. This one has like mango and tropical vibes, and it's very, very juicy and fruity. I love it. It has a kind of a woody, almost genericness to it. Like a woody, is it woody? Woody musky base. It's a generic base with top notes of very fruity deliciousness, but it kind of gives me like a little bit of that plasticky synthetic vibe, a little bit cheap smelling, nothing special, generic fruitiness. It smells good, just nothing special. And since I get that syntheticness from it, I don't want to try to work with it too much. And then, so this one was a little bit harder to let go of because I do like that fruitiness. But this one was easier to let go because I smell the white musk coming through pretty strongly. It smells like a nice generic fruity perfume, but then that white musk underneath kind of ruins it for me. It stops me from being able to enjoy it. So this one was easier to let go of, but ultimately I ended up letting go of both. I debated forever, and then I decided to keep this one. And then at the end, I was just like, no, they both have to go because I got a little bit of that syntheticness from this one. So these are really, really cute. They're really nice, but they're just not special enough, you know? Unfortunately, they could not thrive in the fast-paced environment that is my fragrance collection. So these have to go. And next is So Very Sofia by Sofia Vergara. As weirdly as this is the best smelling perfume from this declutter. I love the way this smells. It smells like a super high-end, almost like designer, maybe Chanel perfume with some patchouli and some florals. It smells really, really good. It's not a super, super strong perfume, but it is very nice. It just smells a lot like other things that I have. It smells a little bit like the regular Sofia. It smells a little bit kind of like Flower Bomb, like Coco Mademoiselle. It just has such similar vibes, and I have about 5 that smell very similar. So this one was the least interesting one out of all of them. So that's why it's on the chopping block, because if I'm in the mood for something like that perfume, there's like 5 other ones that I would reach for before I get to this one. So it doesn't make sense to keep it. And then also, the other strike was that it had just tiny bits of some debris in here. So that was strike 2 for it, so that's why it had to go. I'm not down with a little bit of debris. I don't know what that is. You probably can't see it, and I'm probably being nitpicky, but still. So this one's going, and this is the one that I love the smell of the most. It's really hard for me to let go of any fragrance with a strong patchouli note because patchouli just draws me in, but I need to be reasonable with myself. Next, I am practically forcing myself to let go of Dolce & Gabbana Parfum. It's such a lovely, soft, elegant woman kind of vibe perfume, but I just cannot justify keeping this. You ready to go, Mimi?
No, I want Jamie.
As I was saying, this is lovely, but it's not something that I reach for. It's actually very similar to, I think it's very similar to something like YSL Manifesto. And it's not a type of fragrance that captivates me, that lures me in or anything like that. It's just soft and feminine. If I was subtle, this would be my taste if I was a subtle person, but I'm not a subtle person. I'm very extra and I need more. I need more from a perfume than just nice, you know? But this is nice if I was like this calm person that had a signature scent. This would be my signature scent or something like this. Something like YSL Manifesto, like a soft vanilla. But it's not me. This is one of my, this is for my fantasy self that has it all together, and that's not actually me. All right, next is Stash by Sarah Jessica Parker. I did so much to get this perfume. It's a little ridiculous. I got this from Canada. I paid $15 for shipping because I'm a little ridiculous. If I was the kind of person that loved woody perfumes, this is the woody perfume that I would wear. Like, this is it. This would be my dream woody perfume. But I don't wear woody perfumes. If I did wear this once or twice a year, it would be almost out of guilt and out of obligation more than it would be out of pleasure to wear this perfume. It deserves more respect than that. And is it cedar in here? I think it's cedar. The cedar in here just gives me Home Depot vibes. Home Depot, like it just smells like the wood section at Home Depot. I don't know why I get that vibe. I mean, maybe people that wear this don't go to Home Depot or have never been to the wood section there, so they don't understand. But I mean, if you walk into that area, it's gonna smell like this. So if you like the smell, I mean, you can all go hang out at Home Depot too. I think I got this when I didn't understand my taste enough, or I also didn't understand things enough because there's a little bit of pistachio in here. So for some reason, I imagined that the woodiness wouldn't be as strong and that maybe some of the other notes would overtake it, but all I get is cedar wood from this. So yeah, unfortunately, there's no real good reason to keep this, so I'm gonna have to let this one go. It's just not my vibe. Kind of sucks, but it's not my vibe. And lastly, this is the one perfume that has potential to maybe survive this declutter. Usually out of all of my declutters, when I declutter like around 20 perfumes, sometimes there'll be one that I can't get myself to list or to let go of. And this one I really went back and forth on. I sort of feel like I didn't give it enough of a chance, but then I also feel like, no, it's just not for me and I need to stop trying so hard. So I feel like I go back and forth on it, but I decided to just list it and let it go. I'm sure I'm not going to miss it because so far I don't really enjoy it. I find the orange in here a little bit like too like clean and synthetic. Like it smells like cleaner, like an orange scented cleaner, like a household cleaner. And then there is some chocolate gourmands in there, but the orange scented house cleaner kind of ruins that because those two things for me don't go together. We discussed before on my channel how scents like that I am not accustomed to might smell weird to me because I'm not accustomed. I never had chocolate covered orange or any candy like that. I know that other people have. So I think that's why other people like it, because they're familiar with that smell, and for me it's kind of new and I don't love it. So there is a chance that I might like it in the future, but for now, I mean, how long? 2 years, 3 years, 5, 10 years? There's no way of knowing. So it almost feels it feels like unfair and unnecessary to keep to see if maybe one day I'll like it, you know? I'm gonna just go ahead and list it, and if it sells, it's going. I have to try to get my collection under control, so I can't keep things like this, you know? This is definitely a just in case I love it perfume. All right, so, oh, I never said the name. This is Hugo Boss, the scent Private Accord, the one that has chocolate and orange, the one that so many people love. It's just not for me. Guys, I was in such a declutter mood that I even decluttered 2 of my husband's fragrances that I always buy and pick out for him. So it's not like, and he doesn't care. Like, he literally does not care. He just wears whatever's there. And one is Versace Man Au Fresh or whatever. This is like a nice basic freshy. This bottle's kind of old. I want to say it's like 5 years old. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it to my cousin who would love this and enjoy this, and he would probably knock this thing out like in 2 to 3 weeks. So that's what I want for it. I want it to be used up and gone, and I know he would use it up. And then the other one, I had got him this one time at Marshall's, I think. It was cheap, but it smells really, really good. It smelled a little sweet for me. Not sweet like feminine, just sweet in a masculine way. But sometimes I think it's a bit sweet, and I don't like whenever he wears something and then I don't enjoy it on him because I'm the one that has to smell it. So this sounds like I'm really controlling. I'm not. It's just that he literally does not care about cologne. Like, he'll just grab whatever's right there, and he does not care about what he smells like or what he wears. He just could not care less. You know, he doesn't mind. He literally could not care less. He won't even notice. So anyways, sometimes when he wears something, it feels like it's the wrong thing. So I want to put things that I really enjoy and that he can't go wrong with, because then I never have to smell a perfume that I don't love. So this one sometimes feels like it's the wrong one. It feels like it's really for winter, and he doesn't understand the concept of fragrances for different seasons. So I don't want to put anything there that's too wintry. Or maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some other wintry perfumes out on his tray in the winter time, and then I'll take them away in the summertime so he doesn't wear the wrong one. So anyways, I'm probably going to give this one to my cousin as well. My cousin has already tested these and he's really enjoyed them. But he'll probably go through this and not that long during the winter. He will really like douse himself. So I think that he'll enjoy it. And I also get to clean up my husband's collection. So these 2 are going. I know these don't count as mine, but I just want to let you guys know that I was in a super decluttery mood. All right, you would think I was done, but I am not done. I am also letting go of Coco Cabana Cream. I went a little bit crazy when I heard that this was discontinued and I couldn't find it anywhere. Not this, actually, the body mist. So then I was like, wait, why are people saying that this smells like a gourmand coconut? Because I have a hard time with tropical coconut, but I love gourmand coconuts, which to me are very, very, very different. And I thought this was it, but I remember that I don't like the nuttiness in some of Sol de Janeiro stuff. It's really weird. I get this weird synthetic nuttiness. I got it from Cheirosa 71, the one that's the macadamia nut or something like that. And then I got it from this one as well. And I also even got it from, I'll show you guys right now, from the bikini season, the orange one. So I'm gonna just go ahead and let go of this. I actually did not wear it. I opened the bottle and I smelled it and I was like, no, I don't think it's for me. So I'm gonna just go ahead and list this for sale. This is the cream, if I didn't say. It's the 8-ounce large size cream. I'm gonna see, and I think that this is discontinued and a little bit harder to find. So I think somebody will really enjoy having it versus me probably trying to wear it just because I feel guilty that I spent money on it. So I'm also gonna get rid of Bikini Season. This is the backup that I bought because my crazy ass, my nutty ass, I don't know, because my delusional mind told me that I was going to love this because I love guava perfumes and I know that they sell out. So when I made the order, in order to get to free shipping, I just went ahead and bought 2 because it was either that or buy something else that I wasn't looking for. So I was like, I'll just buy 2 of the same thing. And then I will return one if I don't like it. I mean, I kept it sealed, but then I haven't even gone back. I don't live near a Sephora, so I was like, I'll just probably list it for sale on Mercari. So yeah, this is sealed and it's all right. It's nice, but the guava doesn't stay. It's just in the opening. And then all I get is straight up nutty coconut. So that's why I don't need to keep a backup of a perfume that of a body mist that I don't even love. So this one's going. I think that's all. I think I'm gonna wrap up this video for now, and I will just do not a part 2, but a part of all my body mist that I'm also decluttering, because I'm also going through my body mist and decluttering those to get rid of anything that smells generic or basic, so I can only keep the ones I absolutely love. So that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.